everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm sitting in our sunroom and I'm ready to take you through a brand new installment of Wear, Want, Watch, Read, Eat, Succeed. I haven't done these types of videos in a little while. It's been a little bit more vlog and lifestyle based here on my channel because my things from Canada still have not arrived. So I'm a little bit limited when it comes to things. I'm essentially still living out of a couple of suitcases and a few new things that I purchased as well since I've been here. So it's been tricky, but in a way I think it makes for a really good favorites type video because the things that I'm going to show you are kind of the few new things that I've introduced that are really, you know, that extra special kind of level of thing that I've been really enjoying while I wait for the rest of my things to arrive. So case in point for the wear category, it's slowly turning into fall here, but it's still pretty hot. And so my mood is for fall fashion because that is my habit. But of course the temperatures don't necessarily allow for a ton of heavy layers and booties, although I will say a lot of you have asked me about what's going to happen to my knitwear collection and Nouvelle Apparel. Nouvelle Apparel is shortly launching a new collection and I'm still wearing the little bit of cashmere and merino things that I brought with me in my suitcases, including pieces from my own line. As soon as you step into anywhere, a store, a car, a house, an office, it's freezing cold and it's a really big difference for your body, so it's nice to have a light layering piece. Or for in the middle as well right now, you know, as it slowly gets cooler, what I really like doing is wearing heat-friendly fabrics like jerseys. So this dress is a jersey dress from Lily Pulitzer that I ordered and I really like it. It's a polo style dress with really pretty little gold buttons and a cute little collar. It's a little bit preppy, it's very classic, it's not too beachy, and I think I'm starting to find my style for Florida in that way. So I don't want to wear anything too vacation-y because I'm working and busy and it's not really vacation, but equally I am somewhere where it is vacation type weather. So wearing a lot of jewel tones and nice stretchy comfortable fabrics that have some natural fiber in them is the perfect balance. It's all about color, so if you're wearing like teal and white and yellow and pink, to me those are more spring appropriate colors, and as I'm going into fall I'm embracing slightly darker, more jewel tone colors like the amethyst on my new Nola earrings, and I've been wearing these all the time, or I've been wearing the citron ones a lot. My instrument ring has a yellow diamond, and so the citron from the Nola earrings complements that really well, and the gold is just a nice warmth to add to your skin as you go and transition your wardrobe into fall. Given that I don't have a ton of stuff to show you for the wear category other than, you know, this that I bought and I'm really liking, let me talk a little bit about products, because my skin has been like an alligator, which is really appropriate for where I live, but not the best for how I want to look. So I ordered some body lotion and they really have worked wonders for my skin. It's made a really big difference just being consistent right after I get out of the shower. Put a thin layer of the OGX, I think this is the Organics line, that's what everybody calls it. So it's called the Ultra Moisture Extra Creamy Coconut Miracle Oil Lotion. And this one seems like it's going to be a little too thick, but it sinks in immediately and leaves no residue behind, which is really nice for all over your body when it's hot. But then I had a lot of dry spots like around my elbows, and I wanted my legs to have a little bit of a sheen when I'm wearing dresses. So I went back to this, which I haven't tried for years, very nostalgic, and it smells so good. Oh my gosh, if you've never tried these body lotions from the Body Shop, I don't know where you were in the early 2000s, whenever, like in the town that I grew up in Victoria, everybody would give you this as gifts because there weren't that many stores to shop from for gift giving. So I used to get so many of these around my birthday and Christmas, and I think I got kind of sick of them as a result. But going back to it now, I remember how deeply moisturizing it is and how satisfying these little tubs are, with the really just, it's like a coconut cake kind of smell to it. If you like coconut, you will love this. If you don't like coconut, the mango one is also really good. From that into the want category, I did purchase a new pair of sunglasses for myself, which feels like just like a good buy here in Florida because I'm going to be wearing them year round and I'm driving a lot more and starting to try to feel more comfortable with that. So sunglasses are something that I'm always going to be wearing or have with me. So I purchased these Dior ones, which are a really nice classic pair. They have tortoise shell, they have a nice embossed Dior canage style print on the sides, and then a really pretty trim on the inside. They're just a really classic, no fuss pair of sunglasses, and they actually come with the best case ever. So when you're not wearing it, it actually collapses and the case goes completely flat. You can see that. And then if you want to put the sunglasses in, it's pretty awesome. It actually goes into a triangle shape on the side, and then you can fit your sunglasses in there, and it's still nonetheless pretty compact compared to the ones that have the hinge on them that take a lot more room. So I bought myself those sunglasses, but like I said, they're something I get a lot of wear out of. So on my wish list is the new Ray-Ban Wayfarer style that Kate Middleton has been wearing nonstop to pretty much all the summer events that she's gone to. I will insert a photo here. I've actually unfortunately not been able to try them on in person. I saw them on Elizabeth Holmes's Instagram, which is awesome. She covers all sorts of royal style content, and she does a wonderful job about it and linking everything that she finds. So I saw those there and I really like them. I wanted to try them on before I buy them though, so if any of you guys have bought them, let me know if you think they're a good buy. They're pretty affordable for a pair of nice sunglasses, and I think they would complement the ones I just bought from Dior nicely because they're a little bit more sporty looking. But I'm not sure how well they would suit my face. So I would like to try them on, but I think probably soon I'm going to bite the bullet and just order them online. So I will link those as well as everything else I've mentioned in the info bar down below. For the watch category, I haven't spent a lot of time watching TV. I'm actually painting the house right now. So for me, it's a lot more kind of background noise than active watching. I've been rewatching the first season of Glow, and then I've gotten into the beginning of the second season. It had been so long since I'd seen the first one, it kind of made sense to me to have that on in the background. The characters are pretty funny, and I love any kind of retro show on Netflix, so that kind of fits that bill. And then just in terms of pure just background noise that brings a nice nostalgia to the atmosphere while I'm painting is Vampire Diaries, but you guys have all already seen that show, I'm sure. It's just fun to revisit it and remember kind of where my life was at. I was in the middle of my master's, I think around season 2 of the Vampire Diaries. Maybe it was further in than that. When was Klaus? Whenever Klaus came into the Vampire Diaries, that is when I was doing my master's and watching it with my best friend, who is now going to be my maid of honor. So it's pretty fun to revisit that. We have so many memories of watching that show and eating Thai food. That was like our thing on Thursday nights during our master's. So I have that on in the background. And then with Rick, I've actually been rewatching, so lots of rewatching going on here. I've been rewatching Westworld, and it is such a fantastic series. I think there's going to be a new series in the spring of 2020, so it's definitely a good time to kind of rewatch that if you liked it in the first place, or if you haven't seen it and you'd like to see a sci-fi intelligent show that makes you really think, then it would be a good one for you. To read, I have had, again, very little time to read, but I did almost finish this book while I was in Canada. So, you know, when I'm traveling, I tend to get through usually about a book, but I was so busy during that trip that this is how far I'm through the book. And so this is by Ted Chiang, which may not mean very much to you. I feel like the movie is way more well known than the author. So he authored the short story that Arrival, the movie with Amy Adams, is based on. And he's actually got a really interesting background for a writer. He comes from a computer science background, and that shows through very, very strongly in his short stories. It's definitely an interesting one if you like short stories. I feel like you will really enjoy this. And I've actually enjoyed reading a book filled with short stories more than I thought I would. It's never been my favorite genre. So if any of you have recommendations for a collection of short stories, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will probably read it. And then at some point when I've had a little bit more time to read, we can do an updated lattes and literature video. So I may not have quite as much to say about fashion until my clothing gets here and the new products for Nouvelle Apparel get here, but for food I have a lot more to say recently because I am having a full-blown love affair with Trader Joe's. They have the yummiest prepared food, and I normally don't really like getting that stuff because you can't really know what's in the ingredients, but Trader Joe's in general is pretty good. So this is no preservatives, no artificial colors. These are frozen gyoza. I just kept the wrapper for you so I could show you what the package looks like. There's also a chicken version that Rick prefers, but I really like the shrimp one. And with that, you have got to make this hot oil. So this is from the Asian at Home YouTube channel, and it is not like the hot oil that you get in dim sum restaurants. It is so much more flavorful because it has garlic and ginger and green onions, and then it has Szechuan peppercorns and these wonderful hot but not too hot chili flakes. And I made it with avocado oil, which is wonderful because usually when you buy that stuff pre-made in the store, it's A, not very flavorful, it's just kind of one note spicy, and B, who knows what kind of oil they're using. I think usually it's soybean oil or something that might not be the best. And so I used avocado oil, which has a very high smoke point, so it's good to do this sort of thing with, and I will link the recipe down below. And if you like spicy or aromatic, little drizzle on top of anything makes it just life-changing. And then finally, my tip for success is one that I'm trying to take, which is patience. Things take time, and no matter how entrepreneurial and productive you are, or some things that you just cannot help. Your stuff taking 2 months to get somewhere from Canada is one example, and then career aspirations can be another example as well. So if you're in a new environment, a new field, or maybe a recent graduate, don't forget to give yourself some time. I'm lucky in that there is so much career-wise that I've been able to take with me to Florida, but not everything is going to be immediate either. So I'm going to be taking a bar exam at some point and getting qualified in a whole new place. And so many people are asking me left, right, and center if that has happened yesterday. And you really have to give yourself some time if you're in a new place. I am lucky in that I had my teaching skills, which were transferable without having to take the bar yet, so that I have something to keep me busy as well as my businesses. But you really have to take some time and give yourself that space. But anything involving qualifications or bureaucracy, movers, all of those things, you can end up giving yourself such a hard time over without actually making any headway. So with some things, it's good to have self-discipline and push yourself, and I think I've given you guys that message very often. And I just want to counter those past messages with a reminder that there are some things in life that you cannot speed up, and you just have to be patient and enjoy the ride and try and maybe achieve some other things while you're waiting. So for me, I'm actually painting the house and getting house renovations planned and set up so that once everything else is in place, then I'm able to have more time for those things. So not everything can be rushed despite your very best intentions. So that is my latest installment of Wear, Want, Watch, Read, Eat, Succeed. Thank you so much for your patience as we move through this process and get things going again on Elle Florence. It's been fun to at least create some new designs for Nouvelle Pearl in the interim, and it's been a nice period of growth for that part of my life at least. So thank you so much for all the support on the new line. I've been really enjoying creating all these custom earrings for you all over the world. Also stay tuned for some home improvement and home decor content. Those things will be coming very soon as well. Thank you so much for your patience, and I will see you in my next installment. Bye.